Hey guys, this is Chris Wilkinson, your local real estate market expert. Just wanted to hop on here so I could give you a quick summary of the email I just sent out. The email is going to have everything we're going to talk about, and it's also going to have links so that you can see what I was referencing. But real quick, the whole point of this is to let you know that we do have an opportunity right now to get into the real estate market before I believe that there's going to be a surge in prices. All right, so let's talk about what prices have done. Right now, we are seeing 5.1% year over year in Horry County. Our entire market is doing 3.7. So that's going to also include Georgetown as well. But this is important to note, and we want to look back so we can see what's likely to happen in the future. If prices are doing 5.1% appreciation, and let me explain this. Between 3 and 5% is a normal amount of appreciation that the real estate market would typically see on average, anywhere between 3 and 5%. And guess what? We're doing that in a high interest rate market environment. So the question you got to ask yourself is what's going to happen when rates come down? I mean, it seems so obvious, but if we can do those types of numbers for our home prices going up when interest rates are, in the 7% range, and we start to get lower interest rates, it's very simple. We're going to see more demand because more people are going to be able to afford properties. A lot of people have literally just been stubborn and waiting for interest rates to come down. Well, all that's going to happen soon, because if you go and watch Federal Chairman Powell, there's an interview with him with Forbes last Monday, and he was explaining that the numbers that they're waiting on are finally here. They were looking for a 2% inflation target. They don't want it to hit 2% before they start to lower rates. They just need it going in that direction, and we're starting to see that. And if you hop over to the FedWatch tool on the CME Group website, I wanted to point out here that this is the probabilities of those rate changes. Okay, so we're at 5.5 right now as far as the federal funds rate is. Real quick, I'll show you that. 5.5. We've been that way since July 2023. Okay, and so one thing I wanted to point out is we're doing high appreciation, like 5% in a market where interest rates are over 7%, something we haven't seen in decades, and we're still producing those type of appreciation numbers. This is a big deal. This is going to be the first time the Fed has lowered interest rates since March of 2020. Okay, a lot of buyers are going to be paying attention. They're going to be hopping back in, and I really strongly believe that there's going to be a price surge. Now, this is an opportunity for you, because if you get in before that happens, you can ride that wave of appreciation up. Now, some people I've heard, I'm just going to wait for prices to come down. Well, when do you think prices are going to come down? When we literally have the most people moving here out of the entire United States, all right? This is an article posted by Post and Courier explaining that South Carolina expects another 1 million residents by 2042, and most will be coming to these few counties. Well, guess whose county made the top of the list? Horry County topped with an expected gain of 216,662 more residents. That's a 53% population increase. Okay, they even noted here that this is a pace of growth that's likely to strain roads, schools, and public services, and you better believe it's going to strain our housing market too. What's going to end up happening? This right here is in line with the opportunity I'm explaining. So let me kind of backtrack here. We're sitting at 4.6 months of inventory, and months of home supply this is the amount of homes that are on the market where if no other property was listed, that's how long it would take for all those properties to be sold. So you might have heard, between 6 and 7 months of inventory, that's what creates a seller's market. So anything over 6.5 is a seller's market, anything over 6.5 is a buyer's market. Anything under 6.5 is a seller's market. So we are still in a seller's market, but we're in the best scenario that we've seen since COVID happened. Okay, this is the most amount of inventory that our market has had for home buyers since the pandemic. So the reason why this is so important is because right now we are seeing excellent deals for our clients, and I want that for you as well. If you ended up getting something here before all this takes effect, there's a good chance we can get you an excellent deal on the price of the property, and then you'll already be in. So you can ride that wave of appreciation up, okay? And you'll be able to pocket all that money. Now, if you wait, what's going to happen is inventory is going to start to get absorbed by all those new buyers. It's going to counteract the whole benefit that you get from lower interest rates, because as market prices go up, it'll slowly start to price you out of that price range that you were in. So if you can imagine, let's say you're at $350,000, that can afford you a 10 out of 10. Well, a year from now, you're either going to have to go up in price to get that 10 out of 10, or you're going to have to settle for something less. So let's say a 5 out of 10, or 6, 7, or 8 out of 10. All right, you will be priced out of those 10 out of 10s. They're going to be in a whole different price bracket. Okay, now this right here is going to happen around September, so we do have a bit of a window here, but you don't want to wait. Too many people have said, oh, I'm just going to wait for prices to come down. I feel sorry for them, because the likeliness of that happening is very slim when we're the most popular place to move to, and we're expecting to see over 216,000 new residents by 2042. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because right now this is that time frame where baby boomers are retiring. So that's any individual that was born between 1946 and 1964. So about a 22-year age gap. And these are people that are slowly starting to retire, and they're moving away from their current homes. You combine that with the other largest demographic pool of home buyers, which is millennials. Millennials are starting to join the market at the same time as baby boomers, and that's part of the problem of why prices are just going through the roof. This is all supply and demand driven, and so I feel sorry for anybody that has their crystal ball that's telling them that prices are going to come down, because it seems very, very unlikely. Okay, how are you going to have prices come down when interest rates are getting lower and this many people are moving to one area? They might come down in other parts of the United States, but I don't see that happening anytime soon here in Horry County. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you got my contact info, but my phone number is 803-468-0223, 803-468-0223. Happy to chat more about you. We can even hop on one of these live Zooms and go through it all again together. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you get to take advantage of this price surge. And nothing is certain, but when we're looking at the data, this is very strong information that's pointing in the direction of higher prices, okay? And again, you have to remember, we're already seeing higher prices. This is just the rate of appreciation that's going to increase. So year over year, rather than seeing 5%, imagine if we saw 10 or 15% at the end of next year. That's what I'm talking about. Prices are going up regardless, but it's the rate at which prices go up. It's going to feel like you're getting priced out very quickly. All right, I hope this was helpful, and you guys take care. Thank you. Bye.